Ah, sands through the times of your hands of the, forget it. I'm not that guy. Very interesting subject matter. I've had a very uniquely challenging week that has put me into a process of thinking about things that in a deeper, much more meaningful way, actually, what starts off as something that's like, wow, can't believe that happened, is beginning to turn into, wow, I'm so glad that that happened because I'm learning some new things. Some of what it is that I'm learning through this process is, a default setting in my own way of trying to figure things out in life, especially things that are, that make you feel uncomfortable. The title of this video is your subconscious like AI? And, I think a lot of us may have already heard many, many times in our lives, you shouldn't say, little statements like, oh my gosh, I was so stupid, how could I have done that? And then people say, well, don't say that, you're programming yourself. Well, I never paid a lot of attention to that, and I only use stupid as an example. But there are other things that I've done in self-programming that has resulted in bigger, heavier anxieties. And I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about AI and how it's hurting, my industry as a composer for music libraries. But AI can't function unless you train it on something, right? So we know what AI is, and for it to do something, you have to tell it, train on this, learn it, and then it'll extrapolate whatever it is that you tell it from that training. And as I was having that conversation, I started going click, 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 click. I said, how unique is it that to me kind of seems like your subconscious, except your subconscious is alive and it's well in here. AI is artificial. But if you tell it, your subconscious, if it starts training itself on some kind of neurotic thought process of which might be self-blame, how could I have let that happen? How did I allow myself to do this? And it trains, your subconscious trains on it, then all it will deliver is what it is that you've asked it to train on, therefore exacerbating the present space you live in, at least in my experience. So in these last 4 days, 5 days since this particular thing popped up, I have inadvertently, subconsciously slipped back into certain thought process of what that situation manifested into me emotionally. And then you find I'm dreaming of it. Some of my dreams are popping up in it. I do the things that I do, but in between that, in my peaceful time, I'm thinking about it. And realizing that I have trained my subconscious to drill down on it because my thought process is self-defeating. I could use that self-defeating meaning a lot of self-blame. Self-blame. I could do the same thing and train that on the positive things or the opposite thought process of what I've been beating myself up on. So to me, that's what that run is. That kind of, I don't know, maybe this is just that weird place that I'm in right now. That I say, I'm gonna get a camera and I'm gonna put it up there and I'm gonna share my thoughts between, AI and subconscious. But I think I may have gotten the point across. I'm not sure, but it's just very unique how what it is us telling something to train it, AI or our subconscious on something, and it will go. And to me, that's one of the most unique things about the comparison about the two. And I think that is probably what it was that when I came out here to think about it, to talk about it, was to actually acknowledge that we have different results when we train our subconscious on things that could either put us into a more difficult, long tail, actual neurotic feedback loop of negativity or positivity. So, I don't know, just wanted to kind of share that with you because I wanted to kind of share that with you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right.